नमस्कार। श्री Ramakrishna Kathamrita. तव कथामृतं तप्त जीवनं कविभिरीडितं कल्मषापहं श्रवणमङ्गलं श्रीमदालतं भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जनाः। श्री रामकृष्ण कथामृतो प्रथम भाग द्वितीय खंडो. Now we start the second section of first volume of Sri Ramakrishna Kathamrita, the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna in Bengali. We have completed the first section with very first visit of Sri M to Sri Ramakrishna, and during this visit Sri M has taken us and shown us the transformation between the M as a casual visitor to Sri Ramakrishna. The transformation from a casual visitor to a devoted disciple. The first visit that Sri M, when he came, then it was not intended visit. It was he had not planned. Just Sidhu told him, his cousin, when they were going around in various gardens, moving from one garden to another, and Sidhu had just asked him, "Look, there is one more garden in Dakshineshwar, nice temple complex, and a Paramahansa stays there. Shall we go?" And him said, "Come, chalo, jayenge. Let us see." So there was no intention of meeting Sri Ramakrishna or seeing Ramakrishna. But what happened? As they reached Sri Ramakrishna's room, saw his serene face, and heard those words. He had heard it not even entering the room inside, just from outside. He had just heard Sri Ramakrishna. What was the topic? The topic was Kurmutyag Kokhon. When do the ritualistic duties of a person come to an end? And what Thakur had told? When just hearing the name of Lord once, a person's hairs stand on end. The person starts shedding tears, know for sure that the time has come. He need not get engaged in any of those ritualistic duties. The puja, the sandhya, the arati. For him, everything is over. What is required for him then? Just chant the name of Ram or chant the name of Hori, or even if not that, just chant Om. That will do everything. Why? Because Sri Thakur, Sri Ramakrishna had explained Sandhya merges in Gayatri, Gayatri merges in Om. In such a simple language, Thakur had taught us that from Dvaita one can get to Advaita. And M was terribly impressed. At the same time, he was also amazed that how come a person who hasn't read any books, who hasn't studied any books, who hasn't had any formal education or degrees, he can have such tremendous knowledge, who can explain all these spiritual complexities in such simple terms, in such simple language. And after that first visit, the longing for another visit started, and then came the second visit, third visit, fourth visit, and also seeing Sri Ramakrishna in that samadhi, the motionless body, no blinking of even eyes, no movement of the body altogether. He didn't even know whether he's breathing or not. And he was amazed to see this transformation. And he was also amazed to see a person of such a great knowledge, sometimes such a serene and serious outlook, and the same person making merry, making joy with these youngsters, 18, 19, 20-year-old college boys, behaving like them as if he is the same age of theirs. What a personality. And this is what M had started getting influenced with. And when Sri Ramakrishna just asked him, In that 10th chapter, what do you think of me? How many annas of knowledge I have? What did CM say? He says, I don't know that language of rupee anna pai. I can't tell in terms of annas, but the knowledge that I have seen in you, the devotion that I have seen, the love that I have seen, the universality that I have seen, the compassion that I have seen in you, I haven't seen anywhere else. And Sri Ramakrishna just smiled. And then at the end of the 10th chapter of first section, Sri Ramakrishna told something very wonderful to him. Actually, M wanted to hear some more songs from Sri Ramakrishna that day. So he went to Sri Ramakrishna and asked him, Sir, any more singing tonight? Although it was late night. And Sri Ramakrishna, in his own thoughts, no, singing, no. But there will be singing in Calcutta at Balram Basa's house, to whose place I am going in Bospada. You come there. And Sri M had this doubt. That Bolaram Bose must be such a big man, such a rich man, must be a big landlord. Will I be allowed to enter? And what did Thakur say? That was the best advice Thakur gave to M and to us. What did Thakur say? Tumi amar naam korbe. You mention my name. You take my name. You take my name. তাহলেই কেউ আমার কাছে নিয়ে আসবে. Somebody will take you to me. Somebody will bring you to me. So, the moment you want to meet me, you just express your desire. Thakur, I want to see you. And Thakur will make arrangement to bring you to him. So that is how the first section got ended. And let us start the second section now with Dvitiyo Khondo, Sri Yukto Keshav Chandra Sener Shohit, Thakur Sri Ramakrishner Nauka Bihar, Anando o Kothopo Kothon. The trip on a steamer of Sri Ramakrishna with Keshav Chandra Sen. Anando, the moment of joy, and not only just joy and merriment, but Anando o Kothopokothon, the wonderful conversation between the admirer of Sri Ramakrishna and Sri Ramakrishna himself. So this is how the second section starts. Pratham Porichhed, Thakur Sri Ramakrishna Samadhi Mandir. Now again, right in the first chapter itself, Sri Thakur, Sri Ramakrishna entering Samadhi. Aaj Kojakor Lakshmi Puja. Shukrobar 27 October 1882 Krishnabdo. Now this first chapter is taking place on 27th October 1882. You see, the last chapter of first section, it happened on 6th March 1882. Today is 27th October 1882. Such a long gap. But that doesn't mean that Sri M didn't meet Sri Ramakrishna in between. There were meetings, because he had to meet him at Balaram Basu's house to listen to Sri Ramakrishna singing. But what has happened, Sri M didn't maintain his chapters in Kathamrita in chronological order. He just went on writing, and he compiled it in 5 volumes. So the dates have got displaced, not in chronological sequence, and that is one thing that we are so much grateful to Swami Nikhilanandaji, who has written this translation of Sri Ramakrishna Kathamrita in English as the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. He has painstakingly he has arranged all these chapters in chronological order, and that's why when we read Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, we don't see that the dates are jumping from here to there and then again coming back. No, but Sri M didn't maintain that chronological sequence in Kathamrita, and of course there was no need for him, because he was, after all, talking, writing about the teachings of a person who has eternal existence, who is not confined by the time frame of our dates and days. Like, you remember Sri Krishna's that verse in the Saptam Puriched, that Yo Mam Ajam Anadim Cha, one who knows me to be unborn, one who knows me to be beginningless, without beginning. Now, in this time scale of the universe, eternal time scale, there is no beginning, no end. There is no 5th March, 6th March, 10th April, 11th May, nothing like that. So, Sri M, possibly that was also the reason that he is talking about Sri Ramakrishna, who is eternally present. So the dates don't matter to M and to Sri Ramakrishna. But what matters is content, the content of the teachings of Sri Ramakrishna. So that is how we, from 6th March, we have straightway jumped to 27th October of 1882. Now let us see what is happening on this day. ঠাকুর দক্ষিণেশ্বর কালীবাড়ির সেই পূর্ব পরিচিত ঘরে বসিয়া আছেন, বিচে গোস্বামী ও হরলালের সহিত কথাবার্তা কহিতেছেন। একজন আসিয়া বলিলেন, কেশব সেন জাহাজে করিয়া ঘাটে উপস্থিত। কেশবের শিষ্যেরা প্রণাম করিয়া বলিলেন, মহাশয়ে, জাহাজ এসেছে, আপনাকে যেতে হবে, চলুন একটু বেরিয়ে আসবেন। কেশববাবু জাহাজে আছেন, আমাদের পাঠালেন। বেলা 4টা বাজিয়া গিয়াছে, ঠাকুর নৌকা করিয়া জাহাজে উঠিতেছেন, সঙ্গে বিজয়ে। নৌকায় উঠিয়াই বায়ু শূন্য, সমাধিস্থ। On this 27th of October 1882, ঠাকুর দক্ষিণেশ্বর কালীবাড়ির সেই পূর্ব পরিচিত ঘরে বসিয়া আছেন. Thakur is sitting in the same familiar room of the complex of Kali temple, the same chota taktaposh, the small cot, and Vijay Goswami ও হরলালের সহিত কথাবার্তা কহিতেছেন. He is talking to Vijay Goswami and Haralal. একজন আসিয়া বলিলেন, somebody came and informed, কেশব সেন জাহাজে করিয়া ঘাটে উপস্থিত. Somebody just came and told, sir, Keshav Sen has reached the ghat, the landing platform in steamer. And Keshaber শিষ্যেরা প্রণাম করিয়া বলিলেন, just then a disciple of Keshav Sen came and made pranam to Sri Ramakrishna and said, মহাশয়, জাহাজ এসেছে, আপনাকে যেতে হবে। Maharaj, sir, Mahashaya, revered sir, the steamer has come. Please, you have to go to the steamer. You have to go there. চলুন, please come. একটু বেরিয়ে আসবেন. Come, just have some excursion on the steamer. কেশব বাবু জাহাজে আছেন, আমাদের পাঠালেন. Now this disciple of Keshav is telling Sri Ramakrishna, come, let us go. You have to go for a short trip, an excursion. Keshav Babu is already there on the steamer, and he has sent me to take you there. Please come, sir. বেলা 4টা বাজিয়া গিয়াছে. It is 4 o'clock in the afternoon. ঠাকুর নৌকা করিয়া জাহাজে উঠিতেছেন. So what happened? The steamer was standing on the landing platform a bit away from the place of from near Thakur's room. So Thakur Sri Ramakrishna had to go in a small boat to the landing ghat, the landing platform, to get onto the steamer. Naukai Utiai Bayushu. The moment he's getting onto the steamer, he's boarding the steamer. As he's getting out, he got into Samadhi. Because he knew it is going to be a wonderful talk about Divine Mother, talk about eternity, talk about the spiritual truths. And the moment there were any such occasions, Thakur lost all outer consciousness, or consciousness out of the outer world, and just went deep inside, went into Samadhi. Now, how does M know that he is not with Sri Ramakrishna in his room? No. Sri M is standing there on the steamer itself. Now M tells us. Now he texts us in the, what made him get onto the steamer. So M is writing now. This is a beautiful narration of M. মাস্টার জাহাজে দাঁড়াইয়া এই সমাধি চিত্র দেখিতেছেন. তিনি বেলা ৩টার সময়ে কেশবের জাহাজে চড়িয়া কলিকাতা হইতে আসিয়াছেন. Now, Sri M, actually he had boarded the steamer at 3 o'clock itself in Calcutta. And he accompanied Keshav Sen to come to this place. There was a reason. What is that reason of Sri M getting onto the steamer in Calcutta in the company of Keshav Sen? That reason Sri M has now explained to us. বড় সাধ দেখিবেন ঠাকুরের ও কেশবের মিলন ও তাহাদের আনন্দ শুনিবেন তাহাদের কথাবার্তা. Okay, first let us read out the complete. কেশব তাহার সাধু চরিত্রে ও বক্তৃত্ব বলে মাস্টারের ন্যায় অনেক বঙ্গীয় যুবকের মন হরণ করিয়াছেন. অনেকেই তাহাকে পরম আত্মীয় বোধে হৃদয়ের ভালোবাসা দিয়াছেন. কেশব ইংরেজি পড়া লোক, ইংরাজি দর্শন সাহিত্য পড়িয়াছেন. তিনি আবার দেব দেবীকে পূজাকে অনেকবার পৌত্তলিকতা বলিয়াছেন. এরূপ লোক শ্রী রামকৃষ্ণকে ভক্তি শ্রদ্ধা করেন, আবার মাঝে মাঝে দর্শন করিতে আসেন. এটি বিস্ময়কর ব্যাপার এক বটে. তাহাদের মনের মিল কোনখানে বা কেমন করিয়া হইল, এ রহস্য ভেদ করিতে মাস্টারাদি অনেকই কৌতূহলক্রান্ত হইয়াছে. ঠাকুর নিরাকারবাদী বটেন, কিন্তু আবার সাকারবাদী. ব্রহ্মের চিন্তা করেন, আবার দেব দেবী প্রতিমার সম্মুখে ফুল চন্দন দিয়া পূজা ও প্রেমে মাতয়ারা হইয়া নৃত্য গীত করেন. খাট বিছানায় বসেন, লাল পেড়ে কাপড়, জামা, মোজা, জুতা পরেন, কিন্তু সংসার করেন না. ভাব সমস্ত সন্ন্যাসীর, তার লোকে পরমহংস বলে. এদিকে কেশব নিরাকারবাদী, স্ত্রী লইয়া সংসার করেন, ইংরাজিতে লেকচার দেন, সংবাদপত্র লেখেন, বিষয় কর্ম করেন. Now, what was the reason for Sri M to get onto the steamer at 3 o'clock And come to Dakshineshwar with Keshav Chandra Sen to pick up Sri Ramakrishna on that steamer trip. That he has explained that they had seen that when Sri Ram, they had heard about it, that when Sri Ramakrishna and Keshav Chandra Sen they meet, hmm, there is lot of joyous atmosphere it gets created. Hmm. And they had heard Shuniba Ben তাহাদের কথাবার্তা. I had heard that they have a wonderful conversations. Now, Sri M starts comparing between Keshav Chandra Sen and Sri Ramakrishna. That why he is eager, why M is so keen to know what is it that makes these two extremely opposite personalities so happy when they meet, when they talk, when they converse. Now Sri M is telling us about how their personalities vary. Hmm. Now Keshav তাহার সাধু চরিত্রে ও বক্তৃতা বলে মাস্টারের ন্যায় অনেক বঙ্গীয় যুবকের মন হরণ করিয়াছেন. Keshav, with his saintly character and eloquence, such powerful speeches he used to give, that he had won the hearts of youngsters, the young Bengal like M. And অনেকেই তাহাকে পরম আত্মীয় বোধে হৃদয়ের ভালোবাসা দিয়েছেন. And all these youngsters, most of these youngsters, considering Keshav to be their own, they loved him so much. Because he had a wonderful character, saintly character, and eloquence, that power of speech. What a wonderful talker he was. It just attracted the young crowd, the young Bengal, all these college students like Narendra. Our Thakur was, in his first, second, third chapter, he has mentioned in fact, Sri Ramakrishna, he stammered a bit while talking. Not so profound eloquence, no. But what Sri Ramakrishna spoke was something way beyond anybody's comprehension. We will come to that later. Sri M will take us there later. কেশব ইংরাজি পড়া লোক, ইংরাজি দর্শন সাহিত্য পড়িয়াছেন. He is British educated, he has read English philosophy, Western philosophy, English literature, he is master in all those. তিনি আবার দেব দেবী পূজাকে অনেকবার পৌত্তলিকতা বলিয়াছেন, and at times he has criticized the worshipping of images of gods and goddesses as idolatry. এই রূপ লোক শ্রী রামকৃষ্ণকে ভক্তি শ্রদ্ধা করেন. Now a person like Keshav, well educated, well read, such a mastery over language, such a mastery over talking, he has such a great devotion and great love, great admiration for Sri Ramakrishna, that মাঝে মাঝে দর্শন করিতে আসেন. He frequently comes and visits Sri Ramakrishna. This is really a matter of great amazement, great wonder it is that person like Keshav, he admires Sri Ramakrishna. He is such a great devotee of Sri Ramakrishna. He has got such a faith and devotion in Sri Ramakrishna that he frequently comes and meets him, talks to him. তাহাদের মনের মিল কোনখানে? বা কেমন করিয়া আছেন, হ্যাঁ, এ রহস্য ভেদ করিতে মাস্টারাদি অনেকই কুতূহলাক্রান্ত হইয়াছেন। Lot of people like they are curious to know that how come, the hearts of these two extremely opposite people, they have come so close. They have started revering, Sri Keshav Sen has started revering Sri Ramakrishna. He has developed such a great devotion for Sri Ramakrishna. How their hearts have come so close. Hmm? What is that common ground that these two extremely opposite personalities, they find joy in each other's companies? So M and a lot of other people, they are curious to know this, and that is the reason M is today here on this steamer at 3 o'clock from Calcutta to Dakshineshwar. Now, what about Thakur? ঠাকুর নিরাকারবাদী বটেন, কিন্তু আবার সাকারবাদী। Thakur, he talks of formless God, but again he believes in God with form also. ব্রহ্মের চিন্তা করেন। He talks about the Brahman as mentioned in the Advaita Vedanta. He talks about Brahman, but again, আবার দেব দেবী প্রতিমার সম্মুখে ফুল চন্দন দিয়া পূজা ও প্রেমে মাতয়ারা হইয়া নৃত্য গীত করেন। I mean, on the one hand he talks about Brahman. Only Brahman is real. Brahma Satya Jagan Mithya. And on another occasion, he not only offers flowers and sandal paste to the images of gods and goddesses, but he also dances and sings in front of them. And what kind of person? Leading two extremely opposite thoughts, showing them to be true, showing them to be existing. Khat বসেন, like a gentleman, he will sit on the cot, that small cot, ছোট তক্তপোষে, with nice bedspread, লাল পেড়ে কাপড়, he will put on a dhoti, red bordered, like a gentleman, jama, moja, juta poren, he will put nice shirt, sometimes even coat on top of it, like we see in that photograph in the studio. Then he will put on socks and shoes like a typical gentleman. কিন্তু সংসার করেন না, but he's not a householder. He does all these things, but he's also different. He's not a householder. ভাব সমস্ত সন্ন্যাসীর, his behavior, his mindset is that of a all-renouncing sannyasi. And তাই লোকে পরমহংস বলে, therefore people call him, address him, revere him as a paramahansa. এদিকে কেশব নিরাকারবাদী. Now while Thakur worships images also, talks of Brahman and worships images, but Keshav is Nirakarbadi. He believes only in formless God. Stri loya সংসার করেন. He has a wife, he has a children, a typical householder. ইংরাজিতে lecture দেন. He talks so powerfully in English. Thakur didn't even know English. No. Of course, he knew a few words, we will see to it later. But an illiterate for that matter, from our perspective, from the perspective of degree holders. Thakur was illiterate. And Keshav Shambatpatra likhen, he writes articles, he publishes papers. Bishoy Kurmo karen, he does all the worldly, he takes care of all the worldly affairs. So these two personalities, What brings them together? What makes them happy in each other's company? That is the great curiosity in the mind of Am and other people. And today, Am is going to unreveal that secret to all of us during this second section, the Dvitiyo Kundo. In Dvitiyo Kundo, we are going to, of course, we know that Thakur used to meet Keshav, like Sri M had mentioned at the beginning of in the first chapter itself, that his first visit on 26th February took place a few days after Thakur's meeting Keshav on that steamer a few days earlier. So, to unreveal, to reveal, to unfurl this particular secret, what brings them together? What has brought them so close to each other? Ham is here on the steamer on this 27th October 1882 and going to narrate in the second section, which we will be seeing, we will be reading in due course of time. Till then, Om Namah Shri Bhagavate Ramakrishnaaya. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Jai Thakur, Jai Ma, Jai Swami.